All right, on the retrospection side of things, once again, going through everything from the last meeting, which was about 8 weeks ago. We had a lot of behind the scenes stuff, messages, most notably for the Operation Alpha. I kind of spammed the hell out of that channel just to make sure everyone was on the same page about what we do, when we do it, how it's gonna do, etc. So yeah, this is like kind of a spam, but eventually I just use the operation staff uh, tag just to be able to get uh, only the staff members that were involved into this. So not to spam you guys too much. I'm sorry about that. Because at the same time we actually got the Dance Week event, and I didn't want to just overload all the staff members into this, which finally led to the operational final video. It was just named mostly a post in the staff members just for thanking everyone that got involved into this. So teachers, people were also kind of interested into trying to make their own choreo. So yeah, it was just kind of to wrap it up for everyone from the staff members list. Lately, I also have been like got in contact with Dust Bunny. It was a long while since we wanted to do this. Now that I had time and she did too, we met in this world, and just in order to talk where and how we could just like streamline our dance lessons to be put into our world, into our Discord, and our events to be also put in ours. So right now, she has all of our dancing event in our Discord, and right now we're gonna talk a bit about after on how to organize this new channel that is gonna come up for dance lessons, where everything from Dust Bunny will be posted. Definitely look into this. If you have time, I would highly recommend you to watch that video, just simply because you will be able to see and hear and understand better the position where in which Dust Bunny is. What's our goal? What's a plan? All of that information is in there because we have not been able to actually kind of see her often in VR. So that's kind of where you can actually maybe hear her for the first time or something like that. We also announced and started to announce all the planning for the Manchathon. So thanks to Mixi, initially I wanted to talk about this during this meeting, but it was better off to actually start early so we can get as soon as possible the information out for when is gonna happen the Marshallathon. So we did that Saturday, and yeah, I think that was a good call because the sooner the better. But yeah, so the startup of the Marshallathon organization and leading up to September, so beginning of September once again. Next up, on the community side of things, so we had a few announcements as well again. So the Operation Alpha actually went live at some point. We did the announcement, which was basically a big sign up for the people that want to sign up to this thing they didn't know about. Because I mean it was secret, so it brought everyone into a separate channel, so where they were able to actually get the information they needed as members of the VRDancing community, and understand where and how it's gonna happen. So this was the general announcement. A bit later, there was the Dance Week announcement as well. So brand new event that is gonna be happening every 3 months. So it's basically, for the people that haven't followed, it's basically every night on EU and NA time zones, we hold a casual session, a casual dance session for every day. There's XP on the line, but in general, I've personally I was outside of this because I was organizing the Operation Alpha. But after the end of it and feedback that I got, try to scrap from people, it was a very productive week. It was like very good for community building, from what I've heard. So definitely a good event that is gonna come up again every 3 months. But yeah, then there was the final, like the end of the Operation Alpha. To wrap it up, I made a documentary with Ice Maniac, and we watched that in this world with all the members. It was just generally an idea of like using this as to thank everyone that got involved into this, trying to explain how it went on, how it happened, what's the technicality behind it, and also just generally to kind of wrap it up and finalize it for all the members, having at least at the end like something to look back onto, maybe if they want to, we'll see. But yeah, it's just like a general thanks to everyone. And then, of course, since Saturday, there was the Marshallton announcement of the date, and the fact that we are doing for the Trevor project, and it's going to be $5,000 as a goal this year, since we are trying to be above the one that happened last year. So last year was like $4,625, so just straight up aim for 5,000. So yeah, quite a big event since last staff meeting. That's kind of nice to see. A lot of variety. On the map side of things, there was a lot of updates as well. There was starting up really strong with a few fixes of the 3.0. The 3.0 was a very big update with the rebranding and in general, like a lot of fixing on the project itself, so it was not as hard to work on it anymore, which is something that you can see now, because I mean there was like a lot of update afterward, so there was now a quality of life improvement on the database. So now you can actually sort the database by artists. You have a button for timers, all sort of things that is gonna help people to find the song that they want, and also give the hosts for the session an easier time. So big update on this one, but this was not as big as the entry code one. So once again, even more quality of life improvement. For people that don't know, the code entry on the database, since for a long time now we had an ID number for every single songs, and so now you can use that as a way to enter a song directly. You don't have to scroll through everything. It's way easier if you know the codes, and it's kind of similar to PyPy, and yeah, it's like a long-awaited feature that is helping on hosting a lot. And now that the database is so big, it's really nice to actually be able to get those numbers. Something to keep in mind, these IDs are never going to change, and they're all accessible on the VRDancing database, the public one, of course. So you can check on this if you don't have access to the private one as a staff member. But yeah, in there you have all the lists, all the things. You can look it up, and there's the ID shown at the end. So easy way to make your own playlist is like that. Next up was the director panel quality of life. So this is directed for streamers, but also like a lot of people just want to casually record themselves. There's now an automatic feature, which is when you step in the dancing area, it's actually automatically switches to the video player, like the director mode, like where you can actually see yourself. It's very convenient. I've been using it quite a bit. I've seen streamers using it. It's just generally a very nice thing. So yeah, there was this, and like a lot of other fixes as well. Once again, quite a bit of technical depth that is going through and everything right now. So that's pretty cool. And then there was a big database update. So there was two actually big database updates. The 3.2 was a big one. We had new mixes, we had new channels, we had new all sort of things, right? And this one is added even more, again, like more mixes, more database as well, more channels, and also video player fixes, like quality of life in video player. You can rescale it, and put it like lower, higher up. It really depends on how you prefer to watch the screen when you dance. For people, I personally really love how it was like set up in like at the beginning, but some people really like it when it's lower because they have like a taller avatar or something. So now you can do it. It's all local, so that's pretty cool. I've seen people trying to use it. Most definitely check it out. Maybe you'll save your neck if you lower it. Like just you don't have to. Because sometimes it get a bit too much. Anyway, on the social events type of things, I fucked up. This is not karaoke night. This is movie nights. So we kind of stopped on movie nights. We don't have any more. Maybe it's something that will come back later. There's plan for this, but yeah. There was the game night hosted by Mixi and AO, helped by Inagi. I was not here, so I can't say much, but apparently it was pretty chill, pretty cool. And it is something that we kind of want to keep on having. There is the continuity of the karaoke night from Minsleaf. They have been gaining a bit of popularity, but it's still like mostly Minsleaf group right now. But it's good to see either way. It's like different variety of social events. It's something I'm all for, even though I'm not there. On Sunday Hangouts, we kind of slowed down a bit as well because it started to get a bit repetitive. So now they're happening less often, but they're still around. They'll still be here and there sometimes. But yeah, I mean, they lost interest for a bit because it was like very reoccurring. All right, next up, on the dance event side of things. So with the Dust Bunny collab coming up, we kind of slowed down actually on the dance classes post that we did. So we only posted 3. I believe there was like 2 that we actually missed on posting. But it will be more streamlined soon with the rework. We had also hosted 9. No, we didn't host, but like Minsleaf mentioned, like 9 of Dranek furry dance sessions on Sunday nights. We kept on doing the casual dance sessions, so every Wednesday. These are going strong to the point of sometimes they are even bigger than the actual dance event on Saturdays, which is kind of crazy. Because I've had people just come up to me and just like not understanding the fact that on Saturday it's a playlist. They thought it was a casual session and they could just like play something. And no, they can't. Like, but it's a good thing. Generally it's a good thing. It's maybe a different crowd. Definitely not like it. We kind of see the same faces, but it's more dance for more people just to socialize, which is great. So yeah. We had Fatal Zodiac starting his dance classes on House. He's been keeping it up. I kind of want those to also follow up on the dance class channel that we are going to make with VRDancing Academy with Dust Bunny. just because I mean that would fit, right? But also I hope that Fatal will make it like an actual like a long-term thing. So far he was like he did one in the past, and right now he announced two. They were great, and he got actually some good feedback out of it, because he's posting it on IDA, Does Bunny channel, and also ours. So when we gave him like I think 6 or 7 members, there was like 10 from IDA, and there was like 5 or 4 others to Does Bunny, which made like a 20 people class. So he's kind of happy with it. It works out for him. We'll see if it keep on doing it. I really wish he will. On the dance sessions type of things, very similar to anything. We kept on having all the dance session, no problem. So yeah, you had the placemaker, and here of course the staff involvement. Some vacation is happening right now, so some people are not able to be here as much as they want, which is of course understandable because it is summer. Oh, all right, yeah, all right. And that's gonna be it for this retrospection. And next up for the goals, we'll talk about this.